So, how did you meet Kanye for the first time?
I met Kanye at a chicken and waffle restaurant in Cali, Roscoe's, and I was down the street, staying at some hotel, and listening to the College Dropout mixtape. I get out, I go to get some chicken, and out comes Yeezy. He's sitting in the restaurant, and I walk outside, and I was like, God, please, Jesus, please, God, let him come outside, please let him come out. And he comes outside, and I was like, thank you, Jesus. I go over and I say to him, like, I'm a big fan of you, but I want to work with John Legend. And he was like, oh, you know him? I was like, yeah, I know him. I know who you are. I love you. You're awesome. I think you're great. You're friends with my friends. I know people who know you. You work with people I know about. You cool as shit. But I want to work with John Legend. His voice is amazing. Where is he? And he was like, cool, come studio. We exchanged details. I went to the studio and we sat there to talk about music. We was hanging out for a bit, and I was like, okay, so where's John? I'm tired. I got to go home. My jet lag's kicking in. And then he pops up. He's in the booth. He's recording stuff. So he pops up and he's in the booth. And I was like, oh, okay. But I was sitting there talking to him for a good 10 minutes before he went in the booth. So I felt extra stupid. I didn't know that was him. Didn't ask his name. So now my thing is pure manners. Always ask somebody their name when you meet them and stuff like that. At the very least, if you're trying to meet them, ask them their name. Ask around the studio, say hi and stuff.
So, you're signed. Well, John Legend signed you originally.
John Legend had signed me in 2005. Yep. And I'd known him since 2003. We signed in 2005. It took us a couple years to get off the label I was on, which was V2 in the UK. They didn't want to let me go, but they didn't want me to stay. And it was like, okay, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. So we figured it out, and he took me off the label, and I got over to Atlantic Records, and then we made 2 great albums, and now I'm signed to myself on Sony BMG Records, EST 1980 Records. The deal with me and John was that if after like an album or 2 albums, I still don't know how to make music, then I should probably not be signed to you, And I should, and either way, I should probably be able to make an album. I don't want to be the artist that's stuck signed to somebody for 10 to 15 years for the sake of it, just because of the the association. The point of us was growth. The point of us was always to make good music, and when we didn't, we felt like it was hitting that point of just floating, then we wouldn't do it anymore. And he was like, well, I know how to make a record. You know how to write, we know, like, I know how to do this now. Is there any worth us being here anymore, kind of thing? And he was like, you're right. And I was like, I want to go get my own deal. He was like, go get it. So I did, so it's all love still. That's still that guy, he absolutely put his neck on the line for me and continues to, when people were looking at me crazy, like, who's this British girl he signed? There's so many American chicks he could sign. Who's this brown skinned girl with crooked teeth, with short hair, that's weirdo-ish, what the hell? And he was like, watch, So, that cosign, that belief is more than anything,